casting, if they electroplate it, essentially parts that are too sharp are going to fractalize the copper and burn.
Okay, got it.
So, but yeah, I mean, you can kind of like, you know, as long as it kind of looks like the drawings, you know, like, I mean, fuck it, bro. Like, have fun with it, and then like get back at me with like a quote. If you could get me a quote like the sooner I can just get you paid, bro, and then you know,
yeah, that'd be
just
fun.
let me know. He just said, you know, whatever. Like, I mean, don't be like $5,000.
Oh no.
Like, you know,
like I was gonna go for like
yeah,
4,000, 4,500. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was like,
I mean, I think you could probably ask for 2.5 to say.
because I made everybody. What's it called? I made everybody. What's it called?
Read it.
Read it. And they're just like, why are we reading this? I was like, read this shit. Because we're all bringing all these comic books, and there's like, you know, we're bringing like all these great comic books. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the works of Frazetta, you know, Art Adams, all this stuff. I was like, yo, what do you guys know about Planet Carl? Like, I put that shit on the desk, and they're just like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, this is Planet Carl. This might be the single-handedly the best comic you've never ever fucking read. They're like, yeah, I was trying to get a read on everybody on their shit. It was just funny as shit, dude. They were not. It was funny. It was hilarious. Hilarity ensued. It was great. It was outstanding, actually.
I mean, dude, like when my friend was like, there's this 24-hour comic book day. And I was like, what? And he like invited me to this 24-hour comic book day shit.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what the fuck am I gonna draw, bro? Like, I'm supposed to write and draw a comic book in 24 hours?
Oh, you know,
like,
oh, there is something like that?
Yeah, it's the first weekend in October every year. It was created by Scott McCloud, the comic book dude. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I would love to do that. We should do one, dude.
Yeah, dude, first weekend in October. So, like, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna draw, bro? And I just started with, like, there's a spaceman, dude. I just started with, like, a rocket ship, a really shitty rocket ship. And then I was like, oh, what's he gonna do? And I was like, crash on a planet full of beautiful naked ladies.
Is that how Planet Carl got started?
Yeah, dude, it was like, I didn't write it, I just drew the fucking thing. Like, it was like a fever dream. I started at noon, and then on October 4th, and I ended at noon on October 5th.
Oh, that's kind of badass, dude.
And basically, like, Planet Carl, the first one was a 24-hour comic, and then, like, I was showing it to my friends. They're like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. And they're like, it's pornographic, Neil. And I was just like, hell yeah, dude.
It's so good, dude. I fucking love it. Just makes me laugh so much that it was created by you. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like it's probably the best fucking. Oh my god, I wish I had a copy of it. It's at the studio right now, actually, because I keep on pressing people to read that shit. They go, and I'm always asking them, I'm like, did you read it? Did you read it? They go, yes, so we read that shit. Then I got them hyped up. This is like a couple weeks. This is like maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And then when you said that you're redoing it, I was like, I try to get everybody to like be on board. It's like we all have to make some artwork for Planet Carl, the new Planet Carl. They're all like, dude, what is it with you and this Planet Carl shit? Oh my god, that shit is so funny. I like how uncomfortable. I like how uncomfortable it makes people feel too. Like I think that's also the beauty of Planet Carl.
Why, dude? It's like, dude, it's like a fucking like, it's like awesome.
It's so. Let me tell you how awesome it is. It's so awesome. Like it's so testosterone. Like I feel like I feel like I grow more hairs on my face just by reading it. I don't even have that much facial hair, which is kind of amazing. I feel like these 5 strands that come out of my cheek came from Planet Carl.
Hell yeah, dude. And too, dude, he gets more testosterone driven as it prolong. He like grows more hair. He gets more muscles as he like is on the planet, and like he gets stronger, dude. And like, you know, he gets imprisoned by the Amazonian big titty ladies. They have him like in the garden, right, butt naked. And then he like slays like the bird beast.
Yeah.
And then he plaps up the ladies real good, right? There's mad plappage.
But it's like it's also like it's all encompassing though, because he's like a really cool dude actually.
Yeah, he's Carl, dude.
He's Carl. Like he's he's accepting of all.
Yeah, dude. And number 2, bro, his like the nefarious Jim comes, and it turns out the nefarious Jim cloned the big titted ladies on the planet. And it's not Carl's fault. It turns out that nefarious Jim is a misogynist. And so, like, you know,
can we do it? Can we do
to come and be a positive masculine influence?
We need to do a podcast. Right? We need to do a podcast on like a breakdown of like like a real like introspective study of Planet Carl, and like have some real like some real art nerds like come in and break down Planet Carl.
Yeah, dude. And then in 3, bro, Planet Carl goes to the wrestling planet.
Oh
right?
shit! There's a wrestling planet.
You didn't read the 3rd part?
I did read the 3rd. I read them all. It's been a minute. Excuse me. It's been a minute.
And then he's like, there's like a bad guy. He's quote unquote bad guy, but it turns out the bad guy is just like a pawn. And him and the good guy are actually in a relationship together. And Planet Carl has to like be like, it's all good, guys.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
Judge you.
Yeah.
And then Planet Carl plaps up like this hot wrestling chick, dude. You know what I'm saying? Planet Carl knows no bounds, dude.
Planet Carl knows no bounds. So
is
this spaceship I'm working on for Planet Carl?
I'm probably gonna just reuse it because I'm lazy.
Okay. Wait. So did you have that model, that OBJ?
I sent it to you in an email.
Oh, was that you sent me the OBJ as well?
Yeah, it kind of looks like dog shit, but I sent
I can work with that.
In the first email. I wanted it to look like that. You know those weird interdimensional elves from the Turtles cartoon?
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles?
I don't remember the international things, dude. I'll be honest. I don't remember the inner portal
interdimensional elf fuckers. Let me see here. They look like elves.
Oh yeah, here's OBJ. Okay, cool. I can work with this.
They're like drive a Cadillac.
Hold on, let me go pull the stream. Are you pulling it up? I can pull it up.
What are those fuckers' names? Dimension X Cadillac.
Space elves from Turtles.
What are their names? The neutrinos.
The neutrinos.
Yeah. Yeah, this fucking thing is tight. Dude, this is kind of what I wanted it to, let me see here. You better not webpage me, you
oh yeah, these guys. He's like, oh yeah, they're like, oh cool, daddy-o. Yeah, they talk all 50s, yeah. Like, yeah, I remember these guys.
But their car is like a fucking, it's like a roadster.
There it is.
That, like, yeah, so, but I wanted this to be like that,
yeah, we can do that.
What did I send you? Let's see here.
Here, I got it. I'm about to open it up here on the screen. Hold on.
This one, though, I drew you a real shitty picture, bro.
Here, I'm about to open this shit up. Downloads. Oh, this thing is huge. There it is.
break it down.
Break that.
But essentially, I can just drop that shit into Clip Studio as an OBJ and just trace over it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can design this thing. We'll design this thing tonight.
But fuck the wheels. Ain't no wheels needed. And I sent you a really shitty mock-up.
I did. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up on the screen as well. Let's pull this shit up.
It's good, bro. I drew it with the mouse.
Open with. What am I opening this with? Man, it's been a long time since we talked to each other, dude.
Yeah, dude. I know. It's been a grip.
So I started what's it called, an art group here called High Contrast. We just did an art show. It was cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, here it is. That's tight. All its glory too. You got the colors too. So let's make this shit.
So basically, the comic that this is for is called Garth of Mars.
Oh right, and they're in the same universe.
Yeah, it's about this dude Garth who it's kind of like John Carter.
Right.
He works at Dave's Caves. Like basically, he's like a what would you say? Like he's like a guide that guides like tourists through this cave.
Uh-huh.
And there's this family with these little kids, and one of the kids is like a rambunctious shit. And there's like a closed off part of the cave with like tape and shit, and the little kid goes through it, right? And he's running around, and basically Garth chases after him, and Garth essentially falls through these boards and down this cavern, and he gets knocked out, and he wakes up to this like light, this like glowing light, and he goes towards it, and the light is essentially like a stargate to Mars, and it copies Garth like a Xerox, and then prints him.
So is Garth a real Garth, or is he like a clone of himself? Is he like a copy of himself?
The Garth on Mars is a clone of Garth.
Right.
And that's at the end, like at the end of the comic, you find out, oh shit, Garth is a clone, right? So Garth, he wakes up naked on Mars, and there are these like Prince Valiant haircutted fucks that essentially imprison him and take him to this prison.
Mm-hmm.
And he sets in this cell, and he hears like talking from the cell next to him. And the talking is like demeaning, calling him like a hurt man, and talking shit to him about how he's inferior. And that turns out to be this alien named Jamarcus, who his tribe was killed, and his eggs were taken from him.
Oh,
so
shit.
He's like destitute, and like he has no purpose, basically, because he was supposed to carry his eggs,
right? And
they were,
harvested from him.
Yeah, they were destroyed basically and eaten, and so then like Garth is like tormented by these like these evil like fucking guys that are holding him, and he's like fed this shitty gruel that he can't stand, that he like throws up, and there's this little crab being like a cat. It's called like a calla, and Garth befriends him by giving him food, and in turn the calla steals these keys, and Garth and Jamarcus and the calla escape, and they're chased by this thing called a Zarzam, which is like this big crab beast man, and they're like running to this like peak that's like a loading dock, and they basically jump off, and they're saved by these big-titted anime girls, like anime warrior bitches, in this Cadillac.
I like it,
Garth
dude.
is like, yeah, they're like, what? Who are, we saved you, right?
Right.
and then of course, like, yeah, dude, like, big titty, anime elves.
Right.
And then they, like, fly off, and then the end of the book is, like, basically, like, they find Garth in the cave. There's no more transporter. He's just in a coma, basically.
Oh shit. Oh, this is kind of like a real deal thing. You're going deep.
Right, and then, like, it's like, it leaves on a cliffhanger, like, with the main bad guy, like, I'm gonna get you or whatever, and Garth and Jamarcus and I call them the rascals, basically, these chicks that save him. But they kind of have, like, Mobius style, like, those samurai helmets that kind of went up, like, they were elongated.
Yeah.
They have that kind of helmet and no nose, but they're hot. Kind of like Mobius style shit.
Dude, that's
but,
good. Have you seen that? What's it called? That one weird show on HBO, with the weird animals and shit.
Scavenger's Reign.
Yes.
The Franco-Belgian, like, love letter. Yeah, I mean, I'm so into it. It's too bad that, like, I don't have, like, any contacts within movies or film. I would love to, like, have a cartoon made of something. I think that, like,
it's not too late, dude.
Too late.
I feel like Planet Carl could definitely happen.
Yeah, I think, but too, it would be like, people would be so pissed off.
I know, which would be the best thing ever, though.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of needs it nowadays, don't you think? Sometimes, like, I feel like it's just too serious.
Well, like, I think that the thing is that, like, people are so close-minded.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're told what to think, and it's not necessarily anything that, like, is like, people are afraid to be like, oh, this is like risque, and I like it, because it's not like, it's not a political thing. It's just fucking dumb.
It's just dumb. Just let it be dumb.
Yeah, I think that that's really kind of like what I embrace, is like dumb. Like, Peaceways is dumb, but there's like a organic, sincere, ethical backbone.
Yeah.
And to Planet Carl, like, there's like an ethical backbone to the whole thing. It's like crude, and there's nudity and sex and violence and shit, but too, it's like, that's the point of Outsider Comics, really, is like, that I don't have to give people, like, the shit they want. I can only give people what, like, I think is, like, what I have, And
yeah.
I mean, I have, like, more like, less risque stuff, and people really like Peaceways, and it won awards and shit, but, like, it's not something that, like, after a while it seems daunting to keep doing that. Like, sometimes I just want to draw, like, monsters getting fucked up and not have to care that everything looks great, and, like, I just want to have fun.
I fucking agree. So yeah, me and so I was gonna do a webtoon, and what's it called, with one of the guys from the drawing groups, and basically he's really good. He's a really good artist, right? But he doesn't want to do anything. He wants it to be like so, like, fucking pro looking. I was like, I'm not trying to make that kind of shit, dude. I'm trying to make just throwaway shit. That's fun, that's goofy, that I don't give two flying fucks about.
Mm-hmm.
And if it comes out great, great. If it doesn't, I'm not crying about it, right? It's not like, oh, woe is me, end of the world kind of shit. But it's just, yeah, I just don't understand, like, how some people, like, I just want to do something that's just dumb. That's what kind of miss hanging out with you guys, because, like, I mean, the shit that we were talking about was just, like, oh my god, just some funny ass shit, dude.
Like, super dumb, dude. We're always dumb as fuck.
Yeah, dumb as fuck.
But I mean, dude, the crew, like, we all, like, the crew is, like, a bunch of, like, fucking, like, high caliber.
Yeah.
Like, people.
Yeah.
But too, the conversations are just poo poo pee pee.
Poo poo pee pee. Constantly.
Yeah. And that's, like, the fucking point, is, like, that, like, everything else is like so serious, and we have to like concentrate on like being fucking artists and serious, and there's no fucking point. Like, it's like, if we're just talking shit, and that's most of the time, like,
Yeah.
it's poo poo pee pee.
It's poo poo pee pee. I'm down with poo poo pee pee.
There's nothing more inorganic than somebody who's trying to be perfect.
Ugh.
You know
I totally
like,
agree.
I mean,
I agree. I fucking agree.
shout out Dave Stevens and all of these incredible illustrators, like, you know, fucking Cadillacs and Dinosaurs and dudes who kill it, Xenozoic Tales. But too, like, that shit takes forever to make, and in the end, like, I think that the looking back of 20 years from it, you look at it and you say, oh my god, this is amazing. But too, it's like, it took 20 years to make, you know, and it's like, I don't have the fucking time for that, dude. I don't have,
I don't have the time, nor I think that, you know, so I always have like two trains of thoughts. There's a part of me that wants to make beautiful looking things, but the other part of me is like, I want to make the fucking mustache on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, dude.
You know, it's like that's just as valid as making the Mona Lisa. If not, if probably better, because I've made a statement with it with just 2 strokes.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
how
bro,
genius is that? I feel like that's more genius than just, you know.
I mean, dude, like, in the end, like, the most success I've had is making things that are fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's it, dude. If I ever try to be serious and, like, fucking make something that's super meaningful to me, nobody gives a fuck. Right?
Yeah.
Whether it's music, or whether it's Freaky Chili or Solar City 4, any of the comics that I really, really tried to make spectacular, nobody gives a fuck. They like the poorly drawn, fucking absurdist.
Yeah, but you know what? You're but you know what? You're really good at that shit. Like, you are a fucking savant at that shit. It is hard to make. It's hard to make dumb shit, dude. I really believe that. I feel like, you know, you may say it's just dumb as fuck. I think it's hard for a lot of people to like unlearn that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a thing about like trying to draw like a fucking kid and being honest with yourself.
I can draw good as fuck, bro. It's just,
I know you can.
What's the point, bro?
What's the point?
It's art.
It's art. That's what
I'm saying. I want
to
do some hard shit, bro. Like, that's why you're doing this for me, bro. I don't want to do some hard shit. I just want to try some shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's it. Like,
there's no problem with that
I'm
shit.
not really, and thank you, by the way. But, like, in the end, like, I just want to try some shit. I want it to look kind of good. I want, like, proportions to be right on.
Mm-hmm.
But, too, like, you know, I think, too, people are just saddled with, like, the idea of, like, is somebody going to think this is stupid? You know, and, like, they're afraid of that. And my intent is, like, I hope people think this is stupid. Like, that's it. I'm like, this shit is dumb as fuck, and I love it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I love that shit.
And that's it, dude. Like,
I don't know if you can I don't know if you can beat that shit. I feel like that's the fucking. That's
what if? Could you put shocks from the tire wells to the booster?
Yeah.
Like, if it did that, then it would actually make sense that, like, they wouldn't even need to be complicated. They just need to be sticks that stick to it.
I got you. No, we get that shit. Let's see. Put some axles in there. Let's see. I think there's a helix.
But yeah, dude, all this toy shit, man, it just really, like, it threw me for a loop. And, like, I didn't think it would be successful. And I was just focused on comics. And then I got caught up in toy stuff. And, you know, I haven't been able to really, like, do too many comics. But, I miss my comic friends. I want to, like, be able to, like, do more comic shit every once in a while. Even though it's hard.
The thing is, though, I feel like, you know, I feel like whatever you do now, You know, when I first met you, I feel like you're like really comfortable in your skin now, like super comfortable. And I feel as if like it's like, you know, your comfortableness of like who you are and like what you're trying to do. Because remember how you were really nervous about just coming out with anything? You kind of were.
Yeah, man. I mean,
But now you're like,
yeah.
fuck it. Fuck it. I mean, the way you're talking is totally two different people. And which is awesome because you're kind of a genius. Like, I mean, me and God, Adam. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Audio
Missouri.
mouth?
Huh?
Not audio mouth.
Audio mouth, audio. So yeah, me and Audio were talking about how like what's it called? How your shit's genius, dude. You are probably hands down one of the funniest people I know, dude. Your
Thanks,
shit
man.
is so funny to me, dude. It's genius level, and I think people are now like coming around. They're just like, oh yeah, you're pretty. You're on one, bro. You're so on one.
I went to the therapist, dude, and I was like, bro, like, I feel like an alien because I was at work. And like, I was like, am I fucking crazy, dude? Like, I feel like an alien. Like, I don't understand why these people are like this. They're so, like, crazy and vindictive and just nuts. And he was like, quit your job. He's like, dude, he just told me you're just weird, bro. Like, you're just a fucking weirdo. Like, it's not bad that you're a weirdo, but like, he just said, dude, your complex problem solving skills are crazy. Like, he just said that I just was like, unlike anybody he'd met before. Because he was just like, you put pieces together weird. And like, I was like, cool. And I was like, what about meds? Do I need meds? He's like, fuck no. You just quit your job. And I was like, what? You know, like, okay, bro. Like, all right. But I mean, I think it just comes from being a weirdo. Like, just like being an outsider, you know?
Just accepting it.
And I think that I fuck with like, I don't know, I love like creative people, and like I get like, I have like the honor of being surrounded by like just incredibly brilliant people.
Well, I think real recognizes real. I'm a firm believer of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand like my fucking level of thinking. They're just like, God, you're really doing some weird shit. I'm like, yeah, but I don't give a really fuck about what you think, really. I really don't. You know, like someone's just like, you do this a lot, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's possibly true. It's like, are you gonna stop? It's like, no, I'm not gonna stop.
Dude, we're unconventional as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's fine.
Do you like ever think of like how? I mean, think about how you were 10 years ago, and think about how I was 10 years ago. Like, very like we're cloistered, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we had to work for the man and do shit we hated.
Absolutely.
And after a point, like, I was just like, bro, I'm gonna like die in fucking 20 years and like be like bummed I didn't get to do all of this cool shit. Got hurt at work, almost lost my fucking hand, and I was like, dude, like, what am I gonna, like, I almost lost my fucking hand, bro.
That sucks,
and it's like, you know, I got it now, but like, you know,
dude.
I was just like, bro, like, I hate this.
Yeah. That's not living, that's dying.
And then my boss was like, I feel like you're giving up. And I was like, yeah, dude, like, I'm giving up. I'm waiting to get fired.
Wait, what were you doing before that? Where were you working?
I was working at an information technology printing house.
Oh, God.
Loading and unloading trucks.
Oh, God.
That's why I got fucking, dude, I weighed fucking maybe 190 pounds before I started that job.
Dude, yeah, you look like
years.
Holy shit.
And I just got humongous because all I did was lift heavy shit and eat like fucking protein and fucking got humongous. Go to the gym, load trucks, go home, draw Planet Carl, fucking, you know. Just,
man, you were living that Planet Carl life, kind of.
Dude, and I think that was just because like my life was so much ingrained in like this really kind of sterile 9 to 5 job where like I just dealt with like rich, dumb fucking white people all day, that I just was like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna make dumb shit and not give a fuck. Yeah, dude, look at that fucking.
You want one of
What is
these?
that fucking? Dude, that's a, what is that, a Nova? That's a Camaro, bro. I knew it was a Chevy. Look at that stack, dude.
That shit's crazy.
What is that, supercharged, bro? Just like carburetor insanity.
That's insanity, dude.
There's a dude down the street that has a fucking Stingray Corvette with a big fucking blower on the front. It's so dumb, dude.
It's so
he
stupid.
takes it out like twice a year. It's so dumb.
It's so stupid. I totally agree. I'm just like, why? I don't understand, but okay, that's your thing.
Cause it's cool, bro.
'Cause it's cool.
Cause you can.
Because you can. There is a muscle.
So how's life, man? What you been up to, dude?
Started this group, this like drawing group. I was just kind of depressed, so I started this drawing group, and then it kind of took off. So we did a show. What's it called? Had all these like local artists do like what's it called? Just because like Greg Mike and everybody owns all this stuff in Atlanta. It's been really fucking crazy. So I started this group, and then like one artist started coming by, then two. Now it's like fucking. Sometimes we have like 15, 20 artists come through on my Tuesday night drawing things, and they're like really established artists in the scene in Atlanta. That's been kind of cool. So I threw my first art show, and then it was like tarot decks, I guess. Someone was like, let's do a tarot deck show. I was like, sure. So I put it together. So all the artists did like one of the tarot cards, and then I made the tarot cards, and those sold pretty well. And then I was like, cool. Then there was like a big show called Art Beats and Lyrics, which I helped start like 20 years ago, but they kind of cut me out of the deal because I wasn't black enough at the time. Like they just, I don't know what the fuck.
At the time.
But so a Hulu documentary came out, and apparently they mentioned me in the documentary, how I helped start that shit, or that was like part of it in the beginning. So, and then I went to their show over the weekend. There was like over like 5,000 people. It was fucking crazy. It was a huge fucking show. But apparently everybody's like, oh shit, Dosa, blah 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 blah. It was kind of cool. Still in that fucking stupid lawsuit thing. It's been crazy, but yeah, it's been interesting. I like this thing. This thing is looking cool.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking tight.
Well, do you want that in the front or the back? You have it in the front up here. Your little engine block thing. Do you want that in the front? You have that up here.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess. Yeah, I mean, it looks more goofy that way, and I like it.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get the windshield up. Looking tight.
It's incredible how quick you are.
I did this for a long fucking time, bro. Like a long ass fucking time, dude. So this is like nothing. This is like fucking. This is nothing to me, dude.
Is this Maya?
Yeah, this is Maya. I haven't like really sat down and learned Blender. I need to. Like I pay for this shit every year. I pay $2,000 for this shit every year. I don't use it anymore.
Lens works for Maya.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me that shit.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything good? Are they gonna come out with something decent? Or they don't give a fuck?
I mean,
they don't give a fuck.
I think that they're just so like. I think that they have their bread and butter, but they're constantly acquiring new, exciting shit. So, I mean, she's always, like, talking to me about, like, cool stuff that's happening. So,
That's so crazy that your wife is into that shit. That's so bananas to me.
Yeah, dude, I mean,
It's pretty random.
She's brilliant. She's brilliant, dude. But I mean, they acquired, they have Mudbox, which is kind of like...
Yeah, it's kind of like ZBrush a little bit. But painting, it's like Substance, really. It's like Substance now. It used to be like ZBrush, but now it's like, it's changed a lot, but whatever.
They got they have like cool shit. I mean, I don't know, because I don't really get to fuck with it, because she can get licenses to it, but they have to be with, there's like a whole thing about their IP and how how they treat it, so I don't really like fuck with like asking her about it because I don't want there to be any static between her and the company she works for.
Right.
But she's always talking about how cool stuff is, and I mean, I remember getting Maya in college and it being like really expensive.
Yeah, I hate this company. They haven't made any improvements on their fucking shit at all. They're just kind of like, just pay for it, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like it's like, yeah, I don't know, you know, like
It's totally fine though. I don't give a fuck.
it's like Adobe too, though, right? Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
those guys don't. Those guys are even worse. I think. I think those guys are the fucking devil.
like
They don't give a fuck.
the right side's a little bit bigger than the left side.
On this thing?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Hold on. The left side. What's bigger?
The right side is just a little bit bigger.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of warped. It's kind of warped.
I remember though, like I remember auditing a Maya class in college because I was a alumni, and so at Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design, they would allow alumni to audit,
Uh-huh.
and my teacher failed me in Maya, and he was like, "Dude, why are you here?" And I was like, he was like, "Why aren't you working professionally at something?" And I just was like, I don't know. He's like, well, I'm gonna fail you because like you don't listen and sometimes you're late. And I was like, bro, I worked in a nursing home at the time, and it was just like, dude, I ain't got time for your bullshit, man. I was just like, dude, you can't fail me. And he was like, why? And I was like, because I'm auditing the fucking class. I'm not getting a grade. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, you can't fucking fail me. Like, two, I'm coming every day. He's like, well, you don't like make the shit that I tell you to make. And I was like, I don't fucking have to.
Oh my god.
That's the point. You can either exist alongside me or fucking, you know. And like, I was okay at Maya, but I mean, I didn't retain any of it because I'm just not.
I had to bully myself. You just had. This is not an easy thing to learn.
It's terribly hard.
It's fucking terribly fucking hard. It fucking sucks, dude. It's not fun at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's why it's just like, oh, Blender, just learn Blender. I was like, I don't have time to learn another one of these things, dude. Like, I don't want to, dude. I really don't. I don't find it appealing at all. Like, I opened up Blender and I was like, ugh, do not want to do this shit again.
It's like, you know Maya, why the fuck do you need to learn Blender?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why would I want to learn? Why would I want to put myself through this again? But I do want it for one reason alone now. What's it called? So, you know Enter the Spider-Verse, that movie?
Yeah.
So, those sequences were done in Blender.
Really?
Some of those sequences were done in Blender. That Spot dude was all done in Blender, I think.
Dude, I mean, it would make sense that Sony was like, why do we have to pay for licenses? They would have to pay $500,000, whatever, for licenses on their shit.
I don't think it's a licensing. I think that there's some tools in Blender that are just really cool, right? That I feel like Maya is just missing out on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as if like they're not been innovative enough because, you know, they're just like they made a lot of that shit for kids that don't have the budget. And I think that because of that, the kids have made a brand new art style with 3D, and Blender allows them to do that, whereas like Maya is made for industry stuff. There's something to be said about like how edgy it looks and how like all distorted it looks, because the kids are into that shit. Maya's made to make like really tight shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Hard surface modeling, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of, let's see, mesh tools.
I mean, dude, the whole revolution of like 3D sculpting, not necessarily modeling like what you're doing, but the sculpting aspect is revolutionary.
Crazy. I remember when ZBrush first came out, that shit was not even real 3D. It was like fake 3D.
Yeah.
It was
It was
2.5, and then that shit just took off.
it's just incredible. Like a lot of the time in the toy industry, you know, people are using like Nomad Sculpt or something like that, and I'm so fucking bummed. Like I'm like, you know, so bummed to see this shit. Like I'm like, oh man, like this shit sucks because like, you know, a lot of like it's sophomoric and bad, you know. But then there are people who like, you know, Willie Cow or Sculptor Shelf, or like these people that are working professionally for like toy houses and shit. Meeting these dudes and seeing their work, it's like so much better than anything anybody could do by hand. It's too good.
It's too good.
You know,
there's some
and
killers.
it's like getting to work with those dudes on projects. It's like, you know, so incredible to like fucking just see the work that these dudes do. I'm just like, holy shit.
It's pretty
but
insane.
But then too, there's the other side of just like uncanny valley. Everything is so symmetrical. People rely so heavily on the mirror tool for organic things, and they don't necessarily understand that symmetry is like not
natural.
It's not appealing. You know, like people like here's like a new toy I'm working on. It's just like just a hand sculpted little like dumb monkey, you know, and like I get commissions to sculpt toys.
That's
and
fucking
it's like
sick.
Because people want what things that look like they were made by a human being.
Bro, I have a weird theory on that shit, dude. I think that is a real deal thing, dude. I think people. That's why I haven't done any digital work because I've come to the conclusion that like that's why I've been drawing for the whole year. I haven't done. This is my first time I'm touching mine in a year, I think.
You're killing it.
But you know, I just realized that like, what's the point with AI? Like, what's the point?
I mean,
what's the point of like? I hate that shit.
I mean the argument.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I just don't like that. You know, it's just I feel as if like what's going to happen is people are going to really value original work.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at toys currently, things that are potchy, which is kind of like this idea of like kind of bootleggy, really makerly, made by hand, a lot of maker marks, offbeat, you know, the whole AI thing is really pushing collectors to like be like, fuck this is gross.
Yeah.
Like it's like the epitome of laziness. Art is supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be an endeavor of craft. You know, craft is something that like AI is not craft.
No, AI is not a craft.
How good of a writer you are, like it's not craft.
I agree.
Right?
It's not craft.
I mean, I've seen cool shit, but the best AI shit I've seen is like literally like sexy grandma swimsuit shit or like Michael Jackson Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Like that shit, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
That's funny.
That's funny.
And I like it. It pisses people off and it's weird and absurd, right?
Right.
But like, you know, people fucking hate AI. And so they're gonna collect shit that is not like they don't want fucking 3D sculpted shit because they hate AI.
Yeah, I can't, you know, so I come to the conclusion that like kids feel like they're in the Matrix, right? And they feel like there's something.
Yeah, they are, bro.
So they know it too, but they can't. Well, they kind of are aware of it too. So let's take like, you know, when there's like a rapper. They want to know that rapper is so authentic that he has tats on his face, or they're killing their ops, right? They're like they're blasting motherfuckers. Are you really what you say what you are? You know what I'm saying? Are you really that dude? Right? And I'll even one up you that like because I forget there's some girl that did an interview with Drake, whatever. They're like she's a plant. They all know the trick. They all know the marketing. They're like, you know, they'll watch a videos like that's staged. You know, they're so savvy to that shit. They want to know that it's authentic. Like that person and the shit that I'm buying is the realest shit ever.
Yeah.
I think they're aware. I think they're aware of it. I think they really are aware of it, subconsciously.
They like young people like offbeat. They like, you know, sincere. They're gearing more towards like the absurd things that are dirty, things that like gene codes in the 90s, and this weird idea of like it's the shit that we kind of pressed off as like not cool.
Yeah.
Young people are like going towards. So if like millennials are like AI is the future, evolve or die, which I don't believe, and I'm constantly being told, hey dude, like you're like a fucking 12-year-old. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm 40 and I act 12, but that's why I people fucks with me, dude.
Yeah.
I got that Riz.
I got that Riz.
That Rizzle mania, bro.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like young people don't want that shit. People in general don't.
No, I don't think so either. I think they know there's something wrong with it. They just can't. They can't articulate why they don't like it.
Because it's unnatural.
It is unnatural. It's not right. It's called cheating.
Dude, I was in so many just really destructive like conversations with like people who are art directors at large companies, creative companies and shit about AI, and they were like evolve or die. Like, you know, like if you're taught under the Bern Hogar school, or if you're like taught under like, you know, these old illustration schools, you're essentially stealing. And all of their ideas and constructs about how people actually learn animation, illustration, cartooning, sculpting, they were essentially like, if you're learning from something, you're stealing it. And I was like, no, I'm learning it. I'm learning by doing. You're taking things and not learning anything when doing this. You're simply using a program to make the thing, and then you're claiming that you made it.
Right.
But it's like
bullshit.
I can tell like a person how to make a grilled cheese sandwich, but at the end of the day, I didn't make that grilled cheese sandwich. The person did.
Yeah.
And the computer is the person in this. The computer made the art. It's still art. But you didn't make it by telling the fucking thing to make it. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
I do believe that AI images are art because it's too complicated of a thing. Is it good though? And I would argue no, it's not good because it's inherently inhuman. It's inhumane to do so, right? Like,
I agree.
It's like, it's fucked.
It's fucked.
Lindsay hates it. She hates it.
I hate it too,
like,
dude. I hate it. Like, I hate it.
It's gnarly.
It's not good. I feel like we're gonna go to a very bad place pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like, you know, like real creatives will not have a hard time, but I think a lot of people are going to have a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're really creative, you'll be able to make do. But I think that most of the world, it's going to be very bad for them.
Yeah.
Like, horribly bad. Like, not even kind of cute. It's going to be bad.
I don't, you know, it's just weird with fucking like the weird spamming stuff and phishing. Yeah, I feel like, you know, there should have been an immediate like in suppressing some of this shit.
Regulations, yeah.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, fuck regulations, and I'm like, dude, like, do you not understand?
Yeah,
like,
do you not understand what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, how crazy this is?
It's like, so bananas, dude. I feel like people are just like, are you not seeing this shit? Are you? Oh my god, it's crazy, dude.
They don't give a fuck because they see dollar signs.
They see dollar signs, dude.
But those dollar signs are gone, bro. It was like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
People made money for 3 weeks. That's how fast shit goes.
Yeah. So I was like on the, like, you know, I was talking to what's it called, SAG about like their digital rights and shit, because I did that, you know, because I was like on one of those panels, and one of the guys was this VFX suit that I work with, and he's like arguing for the VFX people. He's just like, digital rights is like, you guys don't have to worry about that. You know, AI doesn't even get your hands right and stuff. I was like, Robert, and I remember being the panel, I was like, Robert, do you realize, you guys are complaining about how it can't do hands right? That shit came out in July. That shit came out last year in July, motherfuckers. Like, July. Think about that shit for a second. That came out in July. You guys are talking about how it can't get hands right. You don't think that it's gotten hands by now? I guarantee fucking to you guys that it has gotten hands. And the shit that you don't see right now, they're not showing it to you for a reason. Like, they've been doing it, dude. It's, yeah. You guys are fucked. So stupid, dude. Like, that guy was such a piece of shit. Robert was just like, you guys don't have to worry about shit. It's just not gonna happen like that. And I was like, it is happening, you fucking asshole. You're stealing their rights. So there was an actor. He was an extra, but they had scanned his face in, and he's been in every single Call of Duty. He's been all the video games that he's like all been together, like all the video games that face has been in, equals up to like, I don't know, like $50 million of all the video games that he's, you know, been in. And he didn't get paid anything because they scanned his face as an extra in one of these movies, and they've been using it ever since. How do you live with that? I mean, dude, that's not even right.
I was in this conversation with like a VC of like a fledgling crypto platform.
Right.
And he was so stoked about how his claims about how in 2 years he could just tell a computer to make him an animated series, and the writing and the animation would be better than 80% of anything out right now. And I was so fucking infuriated by that claim. And my response was, it's not going to be good, bro. And he was like, why not? And I was like, because you, sir, have no gift of gab. I was like, how the fuck? I hear you speaking. Your pitch is lame. You're humorless. You have no fucking gift of gab, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't spit it. Like, you have no jive, bro. Like, there's no way that your grooveless, fucking non-talented ass is gonna make something fucking. You're not gonna make Michael Jackson Ninja Turtles, bro. You're not gonna make fucking AI sexy grandmas.
Yeah.
You don't understand. That's what people want.
Yeah.
It's fucking ludicrous. If you're gonna use the machine, use it for good, bro. Like, but he just saw dollar signs. And that dude eventually failed.
Yeah.
His whole thing, because his idea of what the situation was worked.
Yeah. That guy that the people that I'm suing though, like, you know, because I made that program originally to protect artists, and they only saw dollar signs, and then they couldn't keep it up because their heart wasn't in it. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. And art, dude, like, it's really like something that, like, the things that stand out, the things that are like timeless and epic, that really have like a concrete presence within culture now, are the like love letters.
Yeah.
Like Big Trouble in Little China, bro.
God, that movie always comes up, dude. That movie always comes up in our conversations.
Right, but it failed, bro. People were like, this shit sucks. Like, this is going to be like, it's like, there's no value to this thing. And like, look at it like 30, almost 40 years later. It's incredible.
Oh, it's incredible.
Because the dude who made it loved it.
John Carpenter, right?
Right, and like, maybe Sucker Punch will be, never mind.
No, that was terrible, because I worked on that movie. That shit sucks. That shit was so oh my god, that shit was so Zack Snyder is a fucking, God, he's such a dork, dude. God, that guy sucks. That guy sucks, dude. He sucks so fucking hard.
And that last movie he made was fucking terrible. But that's like the idea is dude has no gift of gab.
Oh, dude,
He
he's
did that.
such a cornball, dude. He's such a fucking tool. Ugh, such a tool. Such a tool. Hold on, let's see what this looks like. Meow, 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 meow,
But
meow.
like, you know, like he made Batman shitty. He made Superman shitty. Like,
Shitty.
how does one do
How does
that?
one do that? How
Because he
does one
didn't.
do that?
He has no gift of gab, bro.
How does one?
Like
How? Yeah.
his best movie
300,
was fucking 300.
which he just
And
copied.
you know why? Because it was like fucking dumb and homoerotic, and it was like Zack Snyder's like opus to the shit he liked, which is just like dumb, muscly dudes doing dumb shit for dumb reasons. And it was perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And that movie's tight as fuck. But it's dumb.
Yeah.
And that's what he knew. He knew that. Like violent, muscly, oily, ripped. You know.
He's such a cornball, dude. He's so corny, dude.
Yeah.
He's so corny.
Like, but you know, I just think of all of these like incredible movies. Michael Mann's The Keep, you know, one of my favorite films, much lauded, like a fucking vampire, a muscly vampire that eats Nazis.
That's dope.
So good.
Original ideas. Please.
Yeah. You know, like just like, you know, things that like yeah, dude, like, you know, fucking yeah, dude. Look at that cherry baby.
That looks cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Could you imagine some like hot elvish chicks like cruising this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just fire.
It's so sick.
It's just sick.
Wow.
Let me give you this model. Will this work for you?
Yeah, dude. An OBJ?
Yeah.
Is that chill?
Yeah, I got you.
Chill BJ, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, Dosa, you're the man, dude. Fucking Dosa Kim.
That's just
Are you
dope.
doing 5 Points Fest this year?
I want to. I don't know if I have, like, I'm going to try to. I need to find a manufacturer.
Bro, I got you.
Yeah, I know. I need to do that shit. I need to sit down and do it.
I just been working with Maya Hasufubi, bro. Cause my Japanese manufacturer bailed on me.
Oh, shit.
I moved all my molds to America. Besides some of my molds I've retained in Hong Kong, but the Hong Kong dudes don't fuck around, so it's like I can kind of trust them to make good shit for me, but it's expensive. But you know, as far as vinyl goes, like, you know, I just use Paul, and like I've just been playing a fucking like the smart game for the past year now, dude. Just really like
So
looking at,
Safubi,
like,
if we want to do a toy festival, I was thinking about doing. Remember we had talked about doing that one in Atlanta, possibly. There's a Safubi like group of people in Atlanta that's kind of growing, because I'm seeing Safubi toys all over Atlanta lately.
well, you got to think, dude. Like Wonder Goblin, who's one of the biggest American vinyl dudes, is in Atlanta. You got Craftsman,
Mm-hmm.
the Craftsman.
I think I saw Wonder Goblin shit a while ago. I don't know who he is, but I just saw his stuff recently.
He's like he's huge. He's a nice guy too. Craftsman. You have fucking Kid Miracle Man Chris, who lives out there. You have Liz Beaselbeth, who lives in Atlanta. There are quite a few really epic people. Then you have like Big Shot Toys Clem, who lives in
Yeah, I know Clem.
In Ashenvale. You know Clem.
Yeah.
Fucking they have that designer toy show in Ashenvale every year, which is pretty close to Atlanta, I would think. North Carolina, maybe it's a couple hour drive. I don't know how big Atlanta or Georgia is.
It's pretty big. Well, everything only
But
happens in Atlanta. If it's not Atlanta, it kind of sucks. Oh, that blue is hot too.
yeah, dude, sexiness. Um, but like, yeah, dude, like, I mean, essentially, if you build a thing, people will come. You just gotta like gauge. Like, if you grow slow and start small,
Yeah, just small.
then there's like the ability to like, if you have 20 people that are just fucking dope as fuck, like artists you fuck with, it doesn't even have to necessarily be a Safubi centric show. It just has to be like fucking heat. And if you build heat, it'll grow, bro. Like people will show up. I was at this local show earlier, like maybe a month ago, and like it fucking was terrible. It was like me and a couple other really rad dudes and the people selling plants. And I was like, yo, this is, you got a plant guy here?
Oh, that sucks,
I'm
dude.
next to plant, dude.
That
You know?
sucks.
But if you want to make toys, man, all you gotta do is holler at me, and I can just like all we need is the STL model and whatever funding is required for the molds.
Okay, I'm down to pay. Okay,
You
it's not a
know, I
problem.
mean, you know, it's usually about 15 hundo
Uh huh.
to 17 hundo for the molds,
Okay.
and then they essentially just take your STL file and use a giant jewelry printer. It's essentially like a print in wax.
Oh, they're using wax prints to make it cool.
Yeah, and then they take that wax and they electroform it and make a mold.
Dude.
And then you don't have to worry about shipping time, and it's like on their side, it's like super easy to do. And they prefer that. Like when they fuck with me and I send them like a resin cast, it takes longer because they have to fuck with my resin cast. So, I mean, all I would say is like if you make a toy, like love the concept and also like talk to somebody like me, and I
Oh,
can be
dude,
like,
you're like
hey,
the best mentor I've ever had, dude. Like, me like learning and stumbling how to make those molds. Dude, that shit was fucking crazy. But yeah, you were a super good mentor. Like, I got through that shit.
and I mean, essentially, like, I've been picking up a lot more consulting work. I'm working on, a couple projects right now. You know, and my thing is like, I just want people to make good shit that like pushes the boundaries of like I want to challenge people, but also have them make things that they love that will also succeed, so that they can make money off of those things. Because that's the end goal, is like so that you can um,
Make money off of
have
this, right? Live off of your
yeah.
artwork.
I often like you know have like these people who say I'm just doing this for fun. It's just like, and I'm like, are you gonna try to sell it? And they say, yeah, of course. And I'm like, then make it fucking good and listen to me. I'm not saying trust me, but I'm saying listen to me.
Right.
And take what you want and like, but just consume the things I'm telling you, and trust me on certain things like how the construction should go so that it gets cast well and we don't have issues. But
Right.
other than that, like make whatever the fuck you want to make, and make things you fucking love. Because if you love the thing, people see that. If you're making shit for like the world, I don't know, it might succeed. You're looking at demographics and shit, but like if you make something you love, then if it fails, you have an offering to God.
Right.
Say, I offered this to the universe. If it succeeds, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
I totally agree. 100%. If you love it, it'll be dope. It'll be dope.
Yeah.
Anything that have worked for just like on my own that I really, really wanted to do it came out dope. Here, I have let me get the HDRI so we can see what this thing looks like on Mars.
Let's see it.
Here, let me get the map, the Mars map.
But I mean, dude, you know, with this project that I sent you, that we can't talk about on here, like you're gonna get a little bit of scratch, man. Like, you might be able to flip that into a toy if you want, or just let's talk about it later on because I'd love to help you. And like, you know,
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
I kind of have a good thing going for me, so I like want to help.
Yeah, you're fucking blowing the fuck up, dude. You're blowing the fuck up.
Have we talked about Japan?
Oh no, how was that shit? Yo, that shit looks so good.
It's weird. I can see why it's racist.
It is racist.
In Japan. Yeah. I definitely, as like a big white monkey man,
Right.
Felt alienated a bit. But also the people that were kind and genuine were fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the amount of love that those people, the collectors, and like I had an incredible translator.
Uh-huh.
She was just like this, like very motherly Gen X lady named Noriko, and she was like incredible and honest and kind and inquisitive. And like, dude, it's just like crazy, bro. Like my homie was like, yo, listen, you're going, Agnes Garabosa, she was like, dude, like, you should apply for Tokyo Comic-Con. And I was like, I ain't gonna get into that shit. And she's like, just try. And I was like, okay. And they fucking accepted me.
That's dope.
And then I went, and Roger Hakarvi from Garden State Kaiju was like, listen, bro, I'm gonna give you a couple mud bellies and take them to Mandarake. And he sent me like a list of toy stores, and he's like, listen, dude, like go to these toy stores and talk to these people and like buy toys.
That's so sick.
Here's my list, right? So I went.
That's so
and, like,
sick.
Every store I went to, I talked to the people, these like cute, wonderful toy people. And every store I went to, I gave them a couple stickers and a couple bobbies. And boom, boom, boom. All of these people were like, hey, we love you, dude. Like,
yeah, I think you're genuine as fuck, dude. I feel like that's a shoe-in for you, dude. I'm so happy for you, dude. I'm so like you're just such a genuine human being. I think people get that, like you're on it, like you're as genuine as they come, right? Like I feel like they really value that.
I just thought that I would be like, from like the subway and the weird like looks and shit I got on the subway, wearing like fucking like covered in tattoos and gigantic, or at the sushi place eating like 4 or 5 times, going to curry, dude.
Right.
And the dude came out and he was like, dude, did you order this much or did you make a mistake? And I was like, nah, dude, I ordered that much food. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, this is a lot of food. And I was like, yeah.
I'm a lot of person. I'm huge.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, dude, I weigh twice as much as you, dude. Right?
Right.
And they just, but too, he's like, all right, dude. Like, and like, but that's how I felt, was like so alien. But then these like people were like, we love you. And I was just like, holy shit.
That's
like,
sick.
And like, I got like, represented by Mandarake. They fuck with me now. This place called T-Base fucks with me now. They buy my toys and sell them.
That's
fucking
sick.
Vinyl Tokyo. I have a show in June.
Are you serious?
Tokyo.
Whoa, you blew the fuck up, dude.
I'm going to fucking Mandarake Con in August. Dude,
yo!
My toys at Mandarake sold out in 6 hours. My
what?
toys at T-Base sold out in a day. Twice my toys in Mandarake sold out. People buy them in Japan, and like some American collectors buy them and pay $30 shipping just to have them. Like, it's like,
what?
It was really crazy because I felt like cloistered here. Like, people don't fuck with me in Denver. They don't know who I am. I talk to them and they don't give a fuck. I try to like go to galleries and they're like, you're a clown. They're like, we're not interested in this. What is this? And then I go to the largest toy market in the world, and they embrace me, and they like think I'm cool. And it's like, even in the American situation, like people don't really fuck with me. Like beyond like me, like talking to like my peers, like people like you, like brilliant, successful people. Like I only fuck with y'all because you like Dosa, like you're brilliant, you're successful, like you live your life by your own drum, you know, like you do you, and I only fuck with people like that. So like I felt real like hesitant to do this, but I went, you know, and it was kind of a bit of money, but too, I was just like, bro, you know, I told Lindsay too, I was like, I got into this shit, and she's like, you're gonna go, right? And I was like, are you serious? And she was like, yeah, you need to
That's
go, dude.
awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you, dude. That's fucking
And I
sick.
went.
That's
And
so sick,
Japan is
dude.
crazy. It's crazy, like it's strange, but also like I love it, and I love it a lot, you know. But it's strange. It's not America. It's like the exact opposite of Colorado, dude.
Right, right, right.
You know.
But what they
But
do,
like,
but they do fucking, they love style. They know style.
yeah, I mean, you know, this girl was like, you make kudo kwai, and I was like, what does that mean? And she's like, you make ugly cute things.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's yeah. I couldn't say it any better than that. Actually, that is
Kudo
exactly
kwai.
what you make. That's I didn't know there was a word for it.
Yeah, and it's like too, like all my collectors are these like cute, wonderful, brilliant, creative people, and it's just like, dude, I, it makes me like emotional to think like, you know, 5 years ago I was just like this fucking nobody that was like loading trucks of boxes of books,
And that you're
and
like now being celebrated in Japan for making cute, ugly
yeah,
things.
and like,
That checks
dude,
out.
I
But
would,
you know what though? Let me be real with you. You're a fucking weirdo, dude. You are not like your average like fucking dock loader kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had just talked to you even for 5 minutes, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing here, dude? Like, what
yeah,
are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing?
dude. When I got laid off, my manager was like, dude, you're a bird, Neil. Why aren't you? You gotta fly.
Yeah, you gotta
He's
fly,
like, you're a
dude.
bird. You don't belong here, dude.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
know
fly,
that, right?
bro.
And I was
You
like,
gotta
I gotta
fly.
make money. And she's like, dude, you'll make money,
You'll
but
make
you
money.
gotta fly. And I mean, you know, I I make maybe like $4 or $5 an hour. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly grinding. You know, but I'm like, I sleep a lot fucking better. I'm surrounded by brilliant, creative, beautiful people, and like, you know, I mean, I'm cloistered with doubt. You know,
Yeah,
it's,
but
and
who
I
isn't?
think we all are. Right? Yeah. I mean, but too, like, you know, I was always kind of a weeb growing up. Like when we were growing up, it was like a lot different. Like you had to like buy dubbed anime. You
Yeah,
know, it was like a copy of a copy of a copy of
right.
Evangelion or whatever.
Yeah, I was just
You
talking about that
know,
with my boys actually, like how like you had to find those animes, dude, and like that VHS was like, you know what's really crazy? Like the love of anime that anime gets now. Do you realize like I was watching Robotech in the fifth fucking goddamn grade, and just getting
yeah, when it
fucking
was bad
when it
too, it
was
wasn't good.
and just getting made fun of constantly for watching that shit. Only to
Oh
have
yeah,
all the
dude.
people that I went to school with that would make fun of me, all their kids watch that shit now, which is really funny to me. I'm just like, wow.
It's Yeah, dude. Like Dragon Ball and shit. I was never into it. I thought it was like sophomoric and juvenile.
Yeah,
I was just like, I don't fuck with this. And they're like, what do you fuck with? And I was like, I like Tenchi Muyo and fucking Evangelion and like Devilman. And they're like, what's that? And I was like, I've been into this shit like 10, you know, like I was into that shit in like fifth grade. Like I started watching like, you know, I knew what anime was in like 1995.
right.
You know, and you could go to Blockbuster. Like we moved from small southeastern Colorado that didn't have shit to you know, the Springs, and they have Blockbuster. And I think it all started with Guyver. Like I watched the live
Oh,
action Guyver
Guyver.
movie, and then I went to the comic book store and I was like, "Do you know what Guyver is?" And the dude was like, "We have Guyver comic books." And I was like, "What?"
What the
And he's
fuck?
like, "Yeah." And he was like, this is a Japanese comic. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's called manga. And I was like, what's manga? And then he was like, he got a stack, and my mom was like, buy him. And she was just like really supportive of me being a nerd, and she bought me like, I mean, this is like '95. My
Right.
mom bought me like fucking $80 worth of manga, and
That's
like,
fucking sick.
it changed my life. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this? And he's like, well, there's anime too. And then like this nerdy dude explained to my mom and I what anime was, and my mom was like, this is great. And
That's fucking cool
you know,
as shit, dude.
I always, you know, ever since then I was like, Japan, like, what is Japan? You know?
Yeah.
And,
You know, I used to be so upset that I was born Korean because I wish I was like born Japanese because they had more cooler shit. Only to find out now that I'm older, like Koreans are the hot shit now.
dude, Koreans are incredible.
Now they are,
Dude,
but they weren't when I was growing up, which sucks. Do you know what I'm saying?
no, dude.
Do you catch my drift? Like it blows.
Koreans have always been fucking amazing.
Well, it blows because when I was growing up in the States, that was not the case. If you catch my drift.
I mean, I understand like the,
My haterade is fucking
like,
for real. Because I would have been
Well,
a fucking god. I was playing video games, I was DJing, I was great. I would have been dude, I would have been slaying chicks, slaying them.
bro, you are a god, bro.
No, dude, no, I would have been with the opposite sex. I would have been fucking, it would have been amazing. It would have been a fucking,
You'd have been like,
oh, dude, I'd be all over the place, dude.
K popping up.
K popping it up, bro.
K popping that pussy.
K popping that pussy. You know what's up. That shit looks tight.
Dude, I used to have a homie named Ron Head, dude. He was half white, half Korean, dude.
No.
And like my home life at the time was not tight, right?
Right.
And his mom, I was just like a hungry fat boy.
Right.
And his mom would be like, mugga mugga, dude. Like,
oh, mugga mugga, that's right. Yeah, eat.
Mugga mugga, right?
Yeah.
And I would come and she'd be like, you like Korean food? I was like, what is this Korean food that you speak of? And Ron was like, it's gross, dude, don't eat this. And I was like, I'm going to eat this food because this nice lady is offering to feed me, bro. You're tripping, right? His mom fucking loved me because I would sit with his mom and his 80-year-old grandma. And they would feed me fucking dotorimuk and fucking kimchi and
dude, that's so
ramen.
crazy, dude. You know what's really funny to me? The funny thing is that like you remember all this shit. Number two, yeah, growing up, man, I was so embarrassed eating Korean food, and only to find out like now that's the hottest shit ever.
It's good.
It's good. It's my favorite food actually. It is like I would rather eat that shit than anything else.
It's soul food.
Yeah, it's soul food. It's really yummy.
And like too, like they like when you eat a fuck ton.
They do. They love that shit.
And I can eat a lot, so they're stoked.
Oh, you're like a god.
And I fucking love kimchi. I love,
Dude, look at this
all
fucking
that
ride.
shit.
Are you seeing this ride?
It's amazing.
That shit looks cool as shit.
It's amazing, bro. See, brilliant, dude. Brilliant minds, bro. I had this envisioned in my brain, like, this is what I want.
This shit's fucking
And I'm
tight.
going to use it a bunch.
This shit's tight as fuck. Let's put some black seats in here. Just want to see what it looks like. Favorite material. Blah, 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 blah.
That leather, bro.
Oh, let's get that leather.
Could you shave the right angles down on the tops of them seats?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I got you, homie.
Dude, how are you so good at this?
I've been doing it for a long time, bro. Like I said, long fucking time. Long time. Me, dude, long time. Where's it in plastic? Oh, the velvet seats. Ba, 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 ba. Shit's tight, dude. I need to get to
It's
clips.
incredible.
So so you're making a comic. I'm thinking about making a comic for. What do you think about this idea? So I'm trying to talk to my friends about doing this. I think like. So I hang out with this one artist. His name is Raz. He's really good. He like draws kind of like in a Kirby style. There's another artist I met here named Ink Pulp. He's really good. But there's another guy I work with named Malden. So I wanted to kind of do this podcast where all of us like. I'm just gonna make a fucking comic every fucking week, right? Like maybe 4 panels, maybe 4 pages, whatever. Just really quick. I mean, I don't even care if it's messy, if it's good. I don't give a fuck. And just put it on Webtoons. Because I've looked at Webtoons. If you're just consistent, you're making money on that thing. If you just put something up every fucking week, people read that shit by the millions.
People, I mean, dude, if you make it, it doesn't even have to be drawn well. It just has to be like fucking
consistent,
and like you just have to speak your piece with like the work you're making.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, look at One Punch Man.
Yeah. Look at One Punch Man.
The original comics are incredible and they're drawn terribly. And
you know what's another one that's really fucking terrible? What's it called? What is it? What's it called? The one with the fucking giant fucking people running around eating people.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Have you seen that comic? It's hideous. It's hideous.
Well, I got yelled at my brother's like nuptial. What do they call it when you get married again?
I don't know what the fuck that is. Well, anyway, go on.
Like married again, and like. His homie was so mad because I was like, dude, he was like, Attack on Titan is the best anime ever created. And I was like, literally, it's the fucking worst, bro. And he's like, well, you obviously don't understand the nuance of the commentary on Japanese society and like, the oppression and blah. And I was like, dude, it's literally Japanese people hunting giant naked white people. Like, that is literally Attack on Titan. Like,
yes.
They're fighting giant naked white people, and it's fucking dumb. And I was like, dude, there's no nuance to that. There's a lot of screaming. People die. They're eaten by giants only to be resurrected as new giants. It's fucking terrible.
And his head exploded, probably.
And he was so upset, like he was like yelling at me.
Yeah, because
just like, dude, it's incredible ass. It's hot, steaming, wet shit, bro. Like, that shit sucks. I get in trouble anytime somebody's like, Attack on Titan is the best anime ever created. And I'm like, have you seen Akira, sir?
Yeah.
Do you actually know, like, the argument you present is so stupid.
Yeah.
One Punch Man is good. Because it's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. I love it.
What else is good? The one where the old dude turns into a cybernetic war machine. That shit's
Oh
amazing.
God, that shit is crazy.
The aliens kill him and they feel bad because their ship crushes him, so they rebuild him.
They rebuild him, and then he's versus that young kid that wants to kill everything, but he's protecting everybody.
Yeah. The serial killer.
Yo,
the old dude's
have you seen that? Have you seen that live action? I haven't seen it yet. My friend was putting me onto it. Raz, he says, like, watch it. It's called Chicken Nugget, where the girl gets turned into a chicken nugget, and her family just does all this shit to try to change her back.
I saw that on Netflix, and I was like, what is this dumb shit?
So apparently that was a webtoon. And it was like a comic about like this family and like their daughter, or somebody turns into a chicken nugget, and they do all this shit to like protect.
It's so stupid.
That's so awesome. I was like, that's awesome. That's fucking cool as shit. So this is what it would look like in Mars. This is the Mars background, actually. That's actually from a picture of Mars. That's the lighting from Mars.
It looks fucking sick, dude.
That's what it would look like in Mars, if you wanted to know.
I'm gonna just like take that and plop the people into the fucking shitty like models inside of it, and like, cause I just use the fucking Clip Studio models now.
Right. So I made an OBJ for it. It's in there.
Oh, dude, thank you so much.
It's in there.
It's so incredible, dude.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Here, we can make actually.
Yeah, dude.
Let's make a, what's it called? Hold on, let me hide this guy. Hide. Got one here. Let me get the lights on it too. Where's that light? Lighter. Light. Let me send you this picture so you can do a paint over if you wanted to. Change this light out. Nice. Let's hide this background real fast. How do you hide this background? Hardware texturing.
Did you color it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just fucking around, just talking and stuff. I just wanted to see what.
Sick,
I just wanted to see what it looked like with colors and shit.
Like amazing.
Yeah, it looks fucking sick, dude.
Dude, how much money would it take to make a video game?
I don't know. What kind of? It depends on the video game.
An RPG, bro.
I kind of want to make a video. So I was making a video game a while back. I kind of wanted to start doing it again, dude. Let me send you this picture too. Shit's sick. Shit's fun just for like just a fuck around piece. I feel like those seats should be white, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I agree.
You know, because the fucking 60s, 50s, 60s.
I agree.
Oh, did you send it to me?
The URL, yeah, the thing.
Oh shit. Let me see here. Let's see here. Oh my lord.
Did it work?
It's only 2 megabytes.
Is that big?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know what Clip Studios can handle or not. I can make it smaller if you need it, but it's going to be a little more less, what's it called? With less.
Let's look here. Here's a page of Garfield Morris.
Let me see. Show me Garth of Mars.
Is it popping up? Just a sec, let me see it.
No, it's not popping up. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's dope. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
Here's an insane panel I'll show you. It's got like a lot of Planet Carl vibes.
Yes, it has a lot of Planet Carl vibes.
Let me see here.
Yes.
Oh, there's the new page where they just jump off right here. So it's like getting sketched out.
Oh,
that's
I fucking love it, dude.
Look at this dude, bro. Look at him, dude.
I love it. Dude, I love it.
He just rips this fool apart, dude.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put it on Webtoons?
I don't know. It's fucking violent.
There's a lot of violent shit on there.
Is there really?
Yeah, there's
I don't
tons.
know if it's like the I don't know if it's like the the whatever their fucking aspect ratio is weird.
It is weird. But I started, what's it called? I started like reading some of the stuff. I love it, dude. Some of the shit's great.
I'll show you this shit. Might take a sec to load up. Oh shit. Basically.
Oh, this looks amazing, dude.
He's like in it. He lives in a trailer in the middle of nowhere. It's like he's late for work. He gets up. He's like driving in a station wagon. He's eating Cheetos. He's like, man, I'm fucking late for work. He gets to work and there's like this work trailer. He's like in there and there's Dave from Dave's Caves. And fucking Garth is like trying to argue why he's late. Then there's like this family of tourists. And there's like the little like evil kid. And like Garth is taking them on to Cave G and like he's like showing them around the cave. I need to thicken. No, actually, I don't need to thicken that line because there's the flashlight.
Right.
He's like showing them all of the stalactites and troglodytes and shit. And the kid runs off and he goes through the caution barrier and he's like, "Fuck you!" And Garth's like, "No, little kid." And the kid runs off into the darkness. And the kid's running and Garth is running after him. And then across this board, and the board breaks, and the kid looks back, and Garth falls into this like black abyss, and he's like in the dark, and he wakes up, and there's this like insane kind of weird alien cube thing.
Dude, I love it.
Touches it, and it like copies him basically, and that'll all be explained. Well, not explained until the end, but then he's like transported, basically copied and shot through space to this like weird gate. He wakes up butt naked, throwing up, right? And to these like weird sword rifles, and they're the fucking like evil Martian guys with the bad hair. And then they're like they give him underwear and they're like trotting him across Mars basically. And he's like, what the fuck? And they take him to this like Martian camp and then to this prison, and they beat the shit out of him and he talks shit and they throw him behind bars, and he's there, and then the cell beside him there's this voice talking to him, demeaning him about being a stupid Earthman. He's like talking back, and
this is tight,
dude. Like,
dude.
this whole mess. And he's like talking shit still, right?
Yeah.
Jamarcus, and then you see Jamarcus, and then he explains. There's a missing page here about his like. He's talking about where they are, and then page 13 is going to be essentially. I need to draw it, but essentially like the story of how he was imprisoned and his village burned, and he lost his eggs, and that's his purpose. But this is explaining like how where they are and the planets and stuff.
Oh, this is tight.
And then here's like the guards with their gruel machine, and they're like, it looks like a peen, and they all have bowls, and Jamarcus loves it, and Garth is like, I fucking hate it, and then the dude blasts him with a sludge, and Jamarcus laughs, and Garth vows his revenge
on the
for
pages.
getting hated. And then he's like trying to eat the food and he gets sick. And Jamarcus is like, I don't know what your problem is, it's good. And, you know, Garth is like, I'm dying. And then there's the Callet, this little like crab dude. He's like, hey, like if you don't want it, I'll eat it. And then Garth is like talking to him. And he's like tiny. But too, the size dimension on him, he gets bigger and smaller because it's my comic. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And this dude's talking about how since Garth was kind to him, he knows where the keys are. And Jamarcus is like, let's get the fuck out of here. And there are the keys.
And the escape
Jamarcus
commences.
is talking shit like, you know,
Right.
it's a suicide mission, but let's go. And then the guard comes up and he's like, the boss wants to see you. And the boss is like, you know, fuck you, Urta, man. We're going to feed you to the plant men. And he's like, you know, I hate this. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this place. And they shock him and send him back to the cell, basically telling him that they're going to kill him. And then, you know, the guards are passing by, and this guard is asleep, and the Khaled goes up and steals the keys and brings them back to Garth. Like, it's time. And, like, Garth has the keys, and the Khaled's like, you know, let's roll. And Garth is like, okay, so he gets out, and then he lets Jamarcus out, and they, like, meet for the first time. And they're like discussing like the wrong or right key or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you put some work into this. This is like leaps and bounds from the other shit you've been doing, the other comics.
I mean, I'm getting better, you know.
No, but this is like pretty dynamic though.
And then like he lets Jamarcus out and they meet, and then the guards come for him, and the lead bad guy's like, fuck you, you guys are gonna die, slay them or whatever. And then they like start fighting the guards, and it turns out that like all
they have
of
toupees.
that bad hair is they're toupees. And then that Jamarcus gets shot and he like goes into a rage, basically. And he goes crazy. I love that panel. Though,
I do too.
man.
That's just tight. I want that on a t-shirt.
The Ghost Club was like, why all the speed lines? And I was like, cuss, bro. Speed lines are tight. And then, like, Garth picks up the gun because there was, like, foreshadowing that there was a gun right there.
Mm-hmm.
And Garth gets it, basically. And he plaps those dudes, and then
he rips a guy in half.
Marcus comes in and rips him apart. And then the guy's like, well, that was easy, but try this on for Zeiss. And he pulls out, what's this dude's name? This crab character's name is Zarkomov. And he's like, look at that, like, you thought those guys were easy, check out this fucking ridiculous crab, man. And this is all based on, like, the evolutionary theory that everything eventually becomes a crab.
Yes.
And these dudes are like, holy fuck, what the fuck, this is gonna suck. And fucking Jamarcus is just covered in blood. And then basically it's just like them running.
Away from Zarmarkolov, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and they're running.
Oh shit! And his fucking arm is a tentacle, dude.
Yeah, and then his like crab arm is a tentacle with like little tentacles on it.
Oh,
and
dude!
It's like, holy shit, this sucks. And then they eventually get out into this like kind of like loading dock thing, and they're running. And you know the Khaled is like, you should jump, and he's like, I don't fucking know, like this is gonna suck.
Right.
And then basically Zarkomov is coming, and he's like, dude, we're gonna have to jump. And
oh, that's gonna be a tight panel. I like that panel already. I like the layout of it. That's sick.
Right, thanks, man.
Like that one where what's it called? They're jumping off the cliff, and he's trying to catch him.
They're gonna jump, and they jump, and then from there, basically, there's gonna be a panel where like the elf girls. There's two of them. They're named Rascal and Mabel. They're like just chilling in their ship above, like just hanging out, and they like see these dudes falling in the air, and they fly down and use this like net and catch the dudes, and they float off with these guys in a net, and the bad guy and Sarkomov are like, we will get you.
Right.
And then there's like a page where like they're talking to the elf girls about this and that, and then the last page is going to be like Garth. They explain to Garth that he's a clone, like that he's been basically copied and sent here, and then you'll see like the last panel is Garth's like unconscious body, like in a hospital bed or something like that, on a respirator basically, and they'll be like, yo, if like you die on Earth, you know, you still exist on Earth, but you're here, your consciousness is here, and if you die there, you die here, and vice versa. So
oh shit, that's different.
And then it basically ends
that's cool.
that way.
That's tight.
But too, like, you know, it's kind of like a cliffhanger, but too, it's just kind of like the it can end, you know, that basically is a story. It ends like where, like, you know, they overcame an obstacle, and it's kind of still a one shot. And then if people like it, I can draw more, and if they don't, then
that's what I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do these like one shot, like short stories, like on webtoons, and just bang them out. Like, you know, maybe it's like a couple panels, maybe it's like 3 weeks in, and then I just end it. But I just want to tell these like short stories, and just to get my like prowess up in telling comics, because I feel like I really want to do a comic though. I've been drawing every day for like a year now, and I feel like I've gotten to like peak Dosa drawing abilities now. Like I've gotten so decently like pretty quick with it now, so I'm pretty impressed.
I would say, bro, like that that you should follow through with it and like make something that you want to see, and you know, because like hell yeah, dude, look at her, bro.
Oh, it's in there? Sweet.
Look at that shit, dude.
That shit is dope.
And all I gotta do, dude, is just basically trace it.
Oh,
and I can
dope.
like take, and I can like, I can shift the light source on it.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
And like, it's so good, dude. Dude, too, like, look at this. Like, if I was like cruising towards you,
yeah,
I can just like,
how do you get into Clip Studio, dude? I really need to get into Clip Studio. It's just tight.
Dude, I can like take, and I can like force the perspective.
Oh, that's tight.
So like, I can force it so that it like, you know.
Right.
It looks.
Oh, that's tight.
Like,
that's tight as fuck. That
like,
makes me happy.
Super force the perspective.
That is sick.
So if they're like diving.
Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Dude, it's so good. It's just like so good. And there just be hot ladies in this fucking thing, dude.
Oh,
and
hell
it's
yeah.
got like fucking tail lights and shit, and a license plate. And
I can
like
license
write
plate.
something in the license plate, dude.
Oh, this is tight, dude. I need to get on this shit, dude. I need to get on Clip Studio.
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. And if you know Photoshop, it's essentially all of the same hotkeys. It's just really simple and dumb, and therefore easy to use for comic makers.
Oh, dude, I'm doing it. I'm gonna get on it.
You could just imagine, like, watch this shit. You could just imagine, like,
Let's see it. Hold on. I just sent you the thing. I can imagine, dude. I can imagine a lot of things with this thing. Holy shit! And so you're just posing your character. Oh, that's sick.
So they're just like fucking
cruising.
cruising.
Oh, that's sick. I'm on it, dude. I'm on it, dude. I am gonna be making comics, dude. I'm gonna make certain. Dude, I'm gonna start doing it like a podcast that we're just us making. Well, just making comics. You should join me. We should just keep drawing.
And they're like lasers. Yeah, dude, I'm down. They're just laser shooting and shit. See that?
Shit, man, with my 3D skills, I could be fucking making comics like a motherfucker. That is sick.
Dude. Yeah, dude. It's
Okay,
so good.
I'm getting it back. I'm gonna do comics, dude. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, dude. I'm fucking tired. So.
Hey, man, Dosa, I appreciate you.
I got you.
Hit
homie.
me up about that. Hit me up about that. That project.
Yeah,
Think
I'll do
about
it. No, I'll do it. No problem.
Time is of the essence, bro. So the quicker, I don't know, Sterling's on my ass. So, I don't even know what he's gonna pay me yet. Hopefully he pays me something. But
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you need and your and how quick you can get it done.
Okay.
Look at it. I know you're busy, but let me know, bro. Make a little money.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be easy.
I just came to you, bro, because you're close and you're a fucking epic modeler. So
yeah, it'll be fun as fuck, dude. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude. Get at me. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much, bro.
Miss you,
I
dude.
really appreciate this.
Love you to
Too,
pieces,
bro.
But yeah, I'll hit you up this week. I'll give you a time frame. Yeah, probably 2,500. I'll let them know, and then like we'll just knock it out.
Cool. Yeah, man.
Let's do this.
All right, man. Cool. Be good, bro.
All right, man. Peace out. Bye.
Peace out, buddy. Bye.